Outside of Spanish speaking parts of the world, Quince Paste is not that popular. Many will have it for the first time and get hooked on it and wonder what it is exactly. And if you had it, you know what it is. It's made of the quince fruit, native to the Southwest Asia and Europe. Quince is from the same family as apple and pears. It spread to many parts of the world quickly due to its popularity. The reason you don't see much of it is because the fruit does not travel well. It can damage quickly, as you can see, and storing it is difficult as well. These bruises will not affect the fruit. We will cut around them and cook them. For a lot of people, including myself, it's not that tasty when eaten raw. It's more of an acquired taste to some people. It's much better when it's cooked, like what we're going to do today, or when poached or baked. You should peel the fruit and cut it. Cut it into about 1 inch square, which is about 3 centimeters. In this recipe, I used about 2 1/4 pounds of quince fruit, which is about 1 kilogram. Remember, when cutting them, get rid of the core and the seeds. You don't want them in your paste. As you can see, the quince fruit will turn brown quickly once exposed to the air. Don't worry about it. You don't need to work quickly around it. This is okay. This level of browning is fine. Just don't let it go too brown. That level is okay. Add them to a saucepan. Make sure your saucepan is big enough so it doesn't overflow. If you're cooking it for the first time, I recommend using a bigger pot than mine. Add in about 1 cup of water, which is about 250 ml, half a squeeze of lemon, mix all that well, the lemon and the water. And finally, lots of sugar. 3.5 cups of white crystal sugar, which is about 700 grams. Then it's time to head to the stove. Cook it until it turns red, which should take about 40 minutes to an hour. If you're cooking on a large pot, then you can cover and leave it. But if you're like me, cooking on a small pot, keep an eye on it. You don't want it to overflow. And keep stirring. Same with the large pot. Keep stirring every 10 minutes. so the quince cooks evenly. In my case, since I'm using a small pot, I moved it around so it can cook on a gentler heat and doesn't overflow. You don't need to do that if you have a large pot. Once it turns that red color, your paste is ready. Turn off the heat. The quince paste is usually a square piece of jelly. Once it cools down, we can shape it into the desired square. So for the purpose of this video, I will be using this round oven dish. Spray the oven dish with non-stick spray. Then get your immersion blender out and blend it down until it becomes a smooth paste. Then pour it into your oven dish. Smooth it out. Cover and set it aside. Wait for it to cool down completely and set it in the fridge overnight. The next day, this will be your quince paste. And that's it. The go-to option is to have it with some Spanish Manchego cheese, or you can have it like a regular jam. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to leave them below. If you like this video, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel and sharing the videos with your friends who like jam. Thank you for watching to the end, and I will see you in the next video.